All right, good morning, everyone. It is 11 o'clock Eastern Time, July 22nd, 2025. First trade of the day, so let's see what goes on. Got a lot of selling imbalances up in the footprint here. I'm working the dome right now. I'll just do a quickie on that. I have the volume profile here. I have the delta here, price. I have bids. These are your bids. I have aggressive market order sells, market order buys, and limit sells right here. Buy volume, sell volume, and stacking and pulling and stacking the bids here. Is it possible to trade off of this? Absolutely. So look at my my chart here. A couple of selling imbalances. So we have buyers up here. The big number. Got a little delta. Little step right here, 34.25. So I'm going to go ahead and do a limit order there. I got a 20 tick target, 10 tick stop. We'll see if we get back down there. These are the market orders hitting these resting ask or sell orders. Back down now. See the delta numbers? Got to watch the delta numbers, and you got to watch. Still, this is your footprint right inside here. This is your footprint. These are your aggressive orders. 33, nothing came back. 43, it went up, came back down to 49. Okay, these are pulling and stacking. These orders up in here. These orders are not what you see. These orders could be added to and removed. Same thing with these. So we're not going up any higher. They're not aggressively hitting these offers here. Buyers are not aggressive. Seems like we have a seller sitting right about here at this large delta number. 30 at 35.75. So we'll see. We got 11, 14, 23. We're still staying above it. I'm going to go ahead and move down here. This is where I'm going to be. We're not building any big cells here, so we're in it. This numbers come up here, I'm going to be splitting. I'm taking the. I'm going to take the. I'm going to move my stops. Even on the stop here. We'll let this ride. Might hit a little bit of resistance right over here. We'll see if we can get up there. These market orders are going up pretty good. We're going to go ahead and bank in a little profit. We're going to keep it very tight. There you go. So that was a bunch of ticks. That was decent. And we're just trading right off of this. I'm still looking at my profile. I'm looking at all of the bids. I'm looking at the the offers. I'm looking at the buying imbalances. I'm looking at the volume still. I'm still looking at this footprint. But this footprint numbers are way bigger than what I have set here, right? Because these are going to reset. So these are always going to reset, and this is going to give me the full total right in here. So these numbers here, the bids and the asks, same thing here, bids and asks. All right. This is a little easier to see because you can see the liquidity. Now you see right here, this may be a little resistance up here at 33.70, 38.75. Maybe a little resistance there. Who knows? We had 142 buyers come in here. Let's see if we come up any higher. Okay, we're getting a bunch of buyers up in here. And where we sit, we're standing at pretty decent delta at 340, 350. This doesn't give me the delta price, which I don't like, where I have all of the delta readings. But, you know, we could tell we have more on the ask side and the volume. And this is the volume breakdown. Now, the thing that I don't like about this particular, like if I want to go ahead and go limit order, right? You got to be within the bids, you know, price. Want to go in with a limit order on the sells, you got to be above, right? So over here, I got to remember, I got a hotkey set up, a shift key that gives me a stop. So if I want to get in, I got to stop. I don't like that. Over here, it knows. It kind of knows where you're going in. If I want to do this, you see how the limit, it shows you limits and the sell stop. Up here, it goes buy stop and sell limit. You see, it switches it. It knows. Over here, it doesn't. It really doesn't know anything. So instead of dome, it should be dumb. All right. It does give you a little more information. It gives you all of the orders, like this order in the book, all the way up here at 4,100, 41 even. Big numbers. You see, you can see the resting passive orders. Now down here, it doesn't look like anything really significant, right? Doesn't look like any real support. But if we come down to these numbers here, where we had aggressive buying and selling, we do have a bump in the profile here. Hey, if you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I also have a Discord community, trying to build that. We'll see. I'm probably going to give this whole big, you know, whatever I'm doing here, maybe another month. And if I'm not getting anywhere, then I'm going to just leave my videos up on on YouTube and wherever it is, and you know, call it a day. We'll see. I'd like to get to at least 500 subscribers. I got like 300. If I can monetize YouTube, let YouTube pay me for my content, well, you guys learn. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. I may do private chats in the Discord as well. We'll see how that works out. You know, if I get 10 people that want to get ahead and do a private chat, we'll do. But I think that's going to be months away. All right, so this whole thing reset. So it gives you a clearer picture, I believe. And this also, the dome uses level 2 data. With the footprint, it only uses top of the book. So we really don't need the depth data, which is all this stuff. You're paying the extra money for having this, pretty much. Having the passive bids and offers. And what people do is they make a mistake. I think it cost me $4 for the regular top of the book a month for the CQG data, and it cost for just a CME level 2 data like $14. So it's an extra $10 a month for the data, but I believe it's worth it. I always done it. I always had the level 2 data, even though I was using top of the book. It's because, maybe you want to use it. Maybe the market, is telling you need more information, which you do. You need a lot more information in these markets now. It's all computer driven. So you're not, I see guys on the internet, hey, you give up your edge. Who will give up your edge? And who's going to give it for free? Do you think you really got an edge? Good for you. I don't believe in that. Keep on reading those books. You're dealing with computers here, You want to follow the computers. That's your edge. And if you could do that, you're going to make money. If you don't do that, you're not going to make money. That's the bottom line. You can argue all day long an edge. No, it's all numbers. It's all this. This is a nice graphic representation, but this is what's telling you everything. This is the market. This is it. This is all the information. You got to decipher this information. This is how you make money. Okay? You can't be a pig. You can't just be greedy. You take what the market gives you and you move on. That's it. Keep your expenses low. So that's the truth. You don't know where it's going to end up. Do I know if this is going to drop down 15 points, go up 10 points? You don't know. What you could do is you can make the best, see what you could do as far as use the indicators that you need to be able to give you any 3,600 and 3,525. So what's 3,600? The only thing I don't like about this either is if I'm here, you can see the pointer. It shows up here, but here it doesn't. So you got to continue to look. I know where we are, with this guy right here. Right here. What I should do so what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at the bids, and I'm looking for volume. Like right here, this may be a little support level, but this could change. And then you look within the first five ticks. That's what I do. Within the first 5 ticks. A lot of negative delta here. $104 came back down. So right over here, 33.75. We've seen a little bit of resistance. Remember, you got a big number here, and look at this profile. Okay, you got to take into account this profile right here. 33.74, didn't go down, came back up. Very small trades are taking place here. Ones, see this? Ones, fives, sevens. All right, so the 7, then 3. Right here, this is last traded. 33.75. Hitting into the B. See these starting to stack? I want to see bigger numbers in this. 15, I like that. 129.56, this is looking good here. I'd be a seller right at 32 even. Now we could pop up pretty good here. I'm hoping that 3 ticks. So we're up about 12 ticks, which is 3 points. Just scalping. We're not looking for home runs here. We're looking for, singles. All right. There may be a runner that we're getting here eventually. Like I said, if I can move this, get this community moving, and we get a bunch of maybe in the Discord, we'll do a little private chat. There are about a handful of folks in the Discord that continue to send me DMs or direct messages, and I helping them out, new traders. I enjoy doing that. Trading's been good to me. I want to learn more about this liquidity, the way this is set up. I think I have an idea of the stacking, but I got to get more information on here. Normally, when I was using Sierra charts, it was set up a little differently than this. Yeah, I did use Sierra charts for a while. I really don't have a preference. As long as the charting service could give me what I need, and this is a freebie, free platform. You still got to pay for the data, but the platform is free from AMP Futures. All right, so we're coming up now. All right, so my last trades at about 30 seconds each. We're up 12, actually up about, yeah, we're up 3 points. I don't even know if this is even working. This profited on P&L. So it reset. So have this reset for 10 ticks. 10 ticks is 2.5 points. So I know that we went up at least 2.5 points here. Full points. I don't need all this information sitting here. I'd rather it just reset. Gives you a better idea of what's going on. Because I'm still looking at the so 37.50. Got a little resistance at 38.50. We'll see. That's up here. It's pretty high up. So I'm just basically looking for market orders to hit and seeing if there's any absorption. Okay. Right now we're getting to be below right about the 9 EMA. It's been pretty steady. Coming down here. We do have a bunch of volume here. We may sit at about 34.50. We'll see what happens here. May be some resistance over here at 3,600, 36 even. But with the depth of market, you got to be fast. And you can't let all these numbers get into your head. You can't micromanage it. Make a decision to take the trade, get in, manage. That's it. There's not much delta up in here either, right in here. A lot of delta up here. single number prints could be significant. Don't write these off. Don't write these single number prints off. They could be significant. Abnormally, I think it's called. Abnormally? Yeah. See what happens around these areas? 3450, and this is what we were saying before. We're just building a lot of delta here. See 86, 85? We're starting to buy it up now. These numbers. See these numbers are getting coming up, coming back down. 3450 is what we were looking at before. Got to remember the numbers we were looking for. 3450 looks like it may be a support area. You got 120 bids there, 172. So we may see a little bit of, let's see if we get support at 3400. You see the bids are starting to stack up in here. 21 bids. 59. They just pulled 29 from it. 34 is looking significant. They're trying to hit into here. They can't get lower. I'm going to go below here, then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go long. $34.25. I missed that. All right, I missed it. Slow on the trigger. That's what happens when you get old, folks. Grandfather just became a grandfather. I was on vacation for a couple of days, 10 days. My little granddaughter's like almost 4 months old now. We're still gonna keep 3400 or 34 even. Look, 169. Weren't able to move down, so it showed us a pretty decent support. So let's at 3400, 3400. So it stayed pretty good. Now we're going to see resistance here. Going to maybe hit. This is an unfinished auction at 3700. 3700 is right here. And all those buyers weren't able to get in. We showed a little bit of resistance there. That's a big number. Take a look at the numbers. That's a big number. So we're in a range. I don't want to be in a range. Remember 3400 right here? So they're just building a profile. They're just adding. Take a look at 5,080, 5,082, 5,090. See this? So they just take a look at this number in here. 36 even. And you see what comes back. 39, you see what comes back here. Okay? So we just skipped right over this. Skipped over 36.25. We just skipped right over it. All right, so here's where I want to kind of be short. Take a look at this number, 36 even. Said before. 6, nothing's not really. Sellers just came in, 74. We had 1 back. 3 back. Trade was done at 3,600. Remember 34? Remember we were looking here over here, 3,400 even? 35, we came up. 36, we came up. That was a big number right here, 135. So they bought it at 35 and a quarter. 29. All right, 34.75. Let's see if this could give us a bigger number. This is small change up here. Not stacking them. Back to 36 again. It's a big number, 37.50. We're hitting here, we're coming down. We're hitting here, we're coming down. Or 33.75 right here. See what happens at 33. We went too fast down to 33.75. Let's see this number here. Let's see if they're going to get and throw some. It's just refreshing. This is refreshing. And then they took it down. Okay, so 3,400. $30 and $30, significant. All right, machine. 1 comes back, 2 comes back, nothing coming back. 11 came back. 28, 29. They just bought into that. Come on down, come on down, come on down. That's what I want. I'm going to go long right there. Got a little craziness happening here. 108, 110, 111. That looks good. 204, 5, 6. We'll see if 32 gives us a little support. We'll see. It just ate that pretty quick. Doesn't mean anything. But we do have a bunch of positive delta here. We need to get above this negative delta here. There's nothing coming back on the buy side here, so that's looking good. I think we may be able to move up a little bit. You got the POC right here, point of control. I'm sitting right on the resistance. All right, that was just a no-go. Just a trade, just a commission loss. We get back in. These two little orders coming in here, just traded. 410, so let's see where we're at. 34 even, so that didn't work out. Continue. Let's continue. Let's see what we got. We're almost 30 minutes on this video. I'm going to leave the video here. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, share, comment. I think we're up to like maybe 300. I think it's maybe 300 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Let's see if we can build a community. I have a Discord set up. I'll have the link in the description of this video. Come by, say hello. If you have any comments, put it down. Just check it out. I think we have like maybe 60 folks that have joined. That's it. So thanks again. If you watched the video this far, appreciate it. Let me know if you want me to do maybe a couple more videos on the depth of market. All right. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.